is watching you and why are you worried? I've never done a reading like this before, so I'm excited. Dive in, hit the like and subscribe. Whoever I'm collecting with right now, do you like that? We're collecting our collective consciousness because someone's watching you. They're worried about you or you're worried about them. It looks like they're worried about you in your new beginning. So let's dive in with the tarot. Let's find out. We're going to dive deep into the space and time of your consciousness and see what on earth is going on here. Someone is really thinking about you and they're watching you. They see that you're having a new beginning. Whatever you're doing, it's new. They see you have a lot of strength. They see you're working really hard on yourself, but they see you're holding on to something. I don't feel like they're communicating with you at all at this time. They feel stabbed in the back. They feel wounded. We're going to dive into whether that was you or them or why they feel wounded. They feel, or they're on the floor. They're weak. They're broken over this. They've got a lot of emotions. This could have been someone you were married to, someone you lived with, someone you were in love with. You have really shaken someone up. That's why they're watching you. Really, really shaken someone up. Because this person, you could have blocked them. You could be ignoring their messages. You could be really, really short in text. You're having a good time in life. It's hard for them to watch you move on. Yeah. It's one of those readings where, yeah, you've really moved on. You've really made a decision. They used to talk to you all the time, message you all the time, call you all the time, tell you everything. Used to go out with them all the time. Now you can barely get hold of them. It's only for important things. They're really quick and cold with you. I don't even feel like they're your ex. I feel like they could have been your business partner. They could have been an ally, for even maybe an LGBTQ ally, yeah? Someone who's an ally in your life somehow or some way. The truth of the matter is, you were wishing for something in your life and you was holding on tight to it. And you've been building really, really, really important things in your life. You've opened up about this. You've worn your heart on your sleeve. You told this person about what was going on, and whatever they reflected back to you, it wasn't justice in your eyes. You didn't feel safe about it. You weren't happy about it. You were disappointed. I need someone I can rely on. I need someone I can trust. This person keeps letting me down. They keep showing me that they're not who they say they are. Emotionally, they're void of emotion. They're not opening up. They have no heart. They have no compassion. They have no empathy. They don't understand you is how you feel. This person understands whatever you told them. They have been working on their emotions. They would like to offer you something, but they know it's too small. Yeah, and it's definitely not emotions. Like maybe they want to give you some jewelry, or they want to give you like in my head I got like a movie ticket. Like it's not like taking you out on a date, but giving you a movie ticket or giving you a box office seat or something like that. They want to gift you something. They don't want to get involved in what you're doing because they feel like they don't have any right to. They do feel like they don't deserve you. They feel like they're out in the cold. This is someone from your past that really you gave a lot of strength to. They gave a lot of strength to you. There was genuine love here. You really loved each other, but it doesn't look romantic. It looks friendly. It looks business related. It just looks like a good person. Both of you look like really good people, but this person is really wounded because when you was in your element or in your passion, when you were really coming alive as the empress or the emperor, you was really building your business, building your life, building yourself up, whatever you was doing, yeah? And this could be cross-watcher in reverse, yeah? Someone's the stalker here and someone's the influencer here, or someone who's really putting themselves forward, making massive strides in their life, challenging the status quo in some way, right? So with that, this person's going for their joy. You're going for your joy. When you were going for your joy and you're just living freely being you, this person wasn't really taking full acknowledgement of you and what you were really going through and what this meant for you and your destiny. And You know, like some people are like quite grandiose, like especially if you're a spiritualist, you're always talking about, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm building this, I'm making this, this is my dream, this is my destiny, I'm going this way, this is what I'm doing. Like I'm quite like that as well. So whoever I'm connecting with, we're spiritual beings inside. We wear our hearts on our sleeve, we own it, we're powerful, we're singing our truth into existence, we're manifesting. You told someone your out there dream, they maybe called it crazy, they looked at you like you were stupid or silly, they just weren't the positive energy you needed around to keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, we're all human, and some people think we're so powerful sometimes, and we're not. I'm loud, I'm obnoxious, I'm rude, I'm feisty, but I've got a lot of dreams as well, and I put my dreams on the line so many times. All the time I speak up and put my heart on the line, right? And sometimes you get looked at like you're silly. Sometimes people just laugh at you like, that's not true. Oh, good luck you. Oh, you're really brave. Like you get mocked, and you realise, whoa, that energy just implies that I can't do this. I'd rather not see that energy for a while, because I already have my own insecurities that I'm working through about this dream. So for them to mirror that part of me back to me, I need to move away from it. Not out of disrespect, but out of true ownership of, I don't need a vibration that's going to tell me I'm not enough and good enough, because I can do that for myself. My psyche already takes me on a downward spiral to make me feel like I'm not good enough or take a pessimistic outlook. That's why I started to study spirituality in the first place, to be more positive, to believe the unbelievable dream. And when I do, really focus on myself and believe in what I want, I achieve. And I know I achieve. So I have to keep going, and I have to keep achieving. And being around you makes me feel like I can't do that. Yeah? Imagine I tried to share all of the stuff I was doing in business, for example. This is an example. I've got 2 examples of what I'm talking about for you. I left tarot, moved over to more of a corporate space, building technology, diving into qubit, TPS. So I'm now developing space technology and a lot of biotechnology as well, in line with the world. This all came through research that I'd done years ago and have been doing in private, and it resulted in me developing Web3, metaverse software and hardware and loads of other stuff I'm working on in the background, just to say the least. But for my friends to see me shift from that energy, from family to see me shift from that energy, me working hard, sharing all of my designs and everything I'm doing, everything available at hermitology.me for you to go and look at, no one even responded. No one even said a nice word. Everyone just looked at it and then didn't respond. Everyone just said, oh, okay, and just carried on. Like it wasn't my life's work out on the table. Do you get what I mean? And no one got that. And that's so defeatist. It made me really weak and broken for a long time, because I was like, my God, this is my whole life. Everyone just like ignores my whole life. Even if they didn't understand it, I wanted to speak about it. I wanted people to understand what I had been doing and what was manifested in my reality. And I didn't get that. So I just had to just close the door. Not out of rudeness, but what I want is billions and trillions in relation to net worth, and I don't have that now, but I want that. So in order to get that, I can't even, there's no point in me having a conversation with you. How's work? What you doing? What am I going to tell you about? The metaverse that I showed you already, the research that I showed you last year, the research that I showed you the year before, the email that I sent you, the Word document I sent you, the PowerPoint presentation I sent you, the email I sent you, the DMs I sent you, the infographics I sent you, the neuro ID I sent you, the publications I sent you, none of it touched you. None of you responded. So internally, I managed that in the only way I could, which made me insecure, which made me realize, whoa, I need to fix my mental health and emotional well-being, and I need to actually associate and move around people that actually have something to say when I speak about things like this. Because speaking to a room full of crickets or ghosts or invisible people, because they might as well be invisible, there's no point. You need to be in the right places. So don't judge yourself for moving forward and finding your happiness. And don't be sad about it, because I was sad for a really long time. Yeah. Another example, I started dating a guy that I really, really liked. And we was kind of hitting it off and things were going really well. But at one point, when I was telling him about what I was doing, and that's before I even moved into the tech space, but I told him I want to take the school of hermitology to like being a really world-renowned, recognised school where we teach all these different disciplines. And he just looked at me and he went, good luck with that. Psha. And then I was like, what? How rude is that? He's like, no, it's good for you. He patted me on the shoulder, like, in a really, like, prick way, like, good. No, like, good for you to have dreams. Well done. Like, good on ya. Like, you fucking retard, basically. Like, oh, yeah, well done. Yeah, all right, if you say so. Yeah, you keep dreaming, love. It was so demoralizing. After that, I just knew I couldn't be with him. I just knew that I didn't even want to date after that point. I thought that was enough, because that's my biggest dream. I told him I wanted to be a doctor, and I was studying to get my PhD, and even that, he was just like, yeah. We was dating early days, and I'm aware that I'm quite unique. He hadn't dated anyone like me, but he looked like, yeah, right, you could ever get a doctorate. Yeah, right, you could ever build a school. Like, and I'm like, I'm sorry that you don't know anyone who dreams like this or believes in stuff like this. I didn't even say that. I just internalized it, and I told him, well, that's quite rude. And he's like, no, I'm not knocking your dreams, but you've got to understand that's, like, pretty impossible. Like, it's not something that anyone can just do. Like, I mean, look at all of us. Most of us just work a 9 to 5 or just do a basic job. Like, that's not an everyday thing that people want in their lives. And I'm like, yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm not an everyday person. You know, and all I've met is people that either tell me this is impossible, very unlikely you're going to achieve that, or people don't even respond. I don't understand what you've presented. I don't understand it. It's confusing to me. It's too wordy. It's too messy. Too much going on with my publications. Too much detail with my neuro ID. It's all a bit scattered. Doesn't make sense. Is this genuine? Do you really have these qualifications? How long have you been doing this? Like, it was all from a really professional standpoint from their opinions, but it made me realise who I was and where I stand and what my unique developments were, because I didn't fit into anyone else's C-suite. I didn't fit in anyone else's idea of a business leader or a mechanic or engineering or developer or a software engineer or a solutions architect. I didn't fit in, basically. And I've just left the tarot community behind, shamanism behind, a lot of things behind. So I hope you understand why I'm sharing this story. I share quite a lot of my stories over here, because not only do I believe in Carl Jung and the collective unconscious and how all of our lives connecting through different stories and sharing, but can you see what on earth your journey was or what you've gone through that's been similar, that will let you know that people really didn't believe in you or really didn't hold space for your unique idea, or how this relationship or connection was limiting to you because you couldn't be yourself in it. I can't talk about what I do every day in my career. I have very different interests spiritually, shamanically. I'm building very out there stuff that's not really recognised yet. A lot of pseudo and conspiracy people will call it, but I have proof in all the white papers at hermitology.me, linked in the description, where you can see all the things that I research and study, and things that I'm working on in the back end come off of a lot of these publications. So it's sad. It's sad. Your story is really reflecting on me, and now I'm kind of waffling on about how difficult it can be. So what I will say is be really clear and transparent in the future about why you do what you do and how you speak. If this person does come back and decide to have a conversation with you and stop watching you, or does offer you whatever they're offering you, just be really clear about why you made the choices and decisions you made, and stand on God, stand on your word, make it clear that you are who you say you are, because someone can mirror back doubt to you, and then you can take it on as an empath. Someone can tell you, you're never going to achieve, you're never going to do this, you're never going to make it. Some of the greatest people in the world, not in the world, but in my world, who I really put above me, who I really kind of went to for courses, and I was a leading entrepreneur, the leading emperor, all of these different workshops and classes and things that I paid money for, everyone leading the way. They all told me, you can't do this, you can't do that, or that doesn't make sense, or do it this way. But the truth of the matter is, I'd done more research than them. My scope was very different. Where I'm going and where my net worth's going to be is still going to be more than theirs. So you have to believe, and you have to see where you take else. A lot of these people as well, that I was paying big money to go to their events, they've fallen off. What they were doing, they're not doing anymore. And it was great when they were doing it. And they were I don't want to be rude and get confused with you lot's reading, but there's a reason I'm saying this. It's they were happy to take your money and teach you the trade, or take your money and show you how to work your way up the ladder, but they wanted you to do it their way. And then now they've fallen off the ladder. You've ignored them and done it your own way, and you're still on your ladder and you're safe and you're moving on up beyond them. And that's why people are watching you, because now it's a wake-up call that actually you were exactly who you said they were. And instead of them trying to make you do the stuff that they were doing, which was a limited net worth, you now have unlimited net worth, unlimited value, unlimited opportunity. You're a really beautiful soul. Yeah? Believe in yourself. Yeah, look at this. Don't worry about who's watching you and what they have to say, because for a while I stopped on social media. You could see I came off of this account because I started feeling like people from the past who I didn't have a good relationship were kind of watching me again. I felt that stalkery energy and I just didn't like it. So I took some time off. But the cards coming out is the Ace of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Empress. Start again with a new passion and understand we can't control who does or doesn't watch our accounts from the public side of things. So just stand in your truth, be who you are, stand on God, stand on word, and accept that people are going to watch you and not say anything. People are going to watch and be inspired, and people are just going to be people, right? Because you've got exes, you've got people you don't speak to anymore, you've got family members, you've got people that you would rather not be around you or near you, right? Luckily, if you're out there and you have content that is just normal content and not a spiritual channel, you're free. For me, sometimes when I do spiritual readings, the channel's open and I feel like I recognize that energy. I know that person. It's a familiar energy, and that's what creeps me out. I'm like, God, didn't I block you? You know? So that's the curse of being a spiritualist and a clairvoyant. Doing readings on a channel like this is really hard for me to even want to grow this channel and feel confident to come over here. So don't fall into that category. And I'm learning to make more content now that doesn't open up a channel that's so heavy that I can read other people's energy and even notice other people's energy that are close to me, because I'm trying to move beyond that. And it's really hard to be spiritual on a platform. That's my point. And if you are a spiritualist on the platform, do some rituals, do some praying, speak to God a lot more, open and close before doing content and tarot and readings. Think about what's healthy for you, yeah? Spiritual careers are so important. Spiritualists coming out and being open about their senses is so important for me. It's so important for us as a community, as neurodiverse. Even if, like, whatever your passion is, you should be able to do it. And you shouldn't have to worry about, this is even for like OnlyFans girls who are worried that their family members are going to be watching them naked, or their family members could be buying subscriptions on their OnlyFans accounts, like, or requesting photos. Imagine you've got cousins and brothers and uncles and aunties, male or female, do you get what I mean, who are actually there in your OnlyFans buying your content. I saw a story on TikTok, or like on Twitter, that came from TikTok, and a woman was speaking about how her stepdad was her biggest funder on OnlyFans, and she found out, and she was devastated because she found out through the little glitch in Instagram that says this person is in your contacts. And that is how I also found out someone was catfishing me with my old name. And I was like, what the hell? When it shows up on Instagram that says this account is from your contacts and they've just followed you. And you're like, what? She said she went through that on TikTok, and she found out in the end it was her stepdad. Her stepdad was paying for her OnlyFans and making requests. Oh, God forbid. Do you see how sick and twisted the world is becoming? That's why I developed Hermitology Tech, which is also linked at the top of the page. So in the future, we can all manage our own algorithms and we haven't got to go through this, because it's disturbing as fuck. And I hope you found something in this message, guys. I do feel a bit guilty sometimes when I do these readings and I go off on a tangent about my own experiences. So let me know if you prefer readings where I say less about me and more about you, or if you found value in me sharing today. Do let me know in the comments. Do hit the like and do subscribe. We're going to be back with more. And we're going to keep an eye on this stalkery catfish tracking you down energy. But either way, honey, male or female, you're powerful, you're sexy, you're driven and determined, and your life is looking great. Don't give up because of whatever's coming at you, or what you see in your rear view, or what's coming up in your radar as the people that are viewing and watching you. You're going to be watched because you're amazing and you're on the public platform. So just own it and keep being you. That's all you can do. Anyone else will fade away and you will remain to shine, okay? Never give up. Love and light, guys. I'll be back soon with more. Bye.